Hi everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings with you here today again, because when I start making videos, well, it's probably because I was a little bit bored to begin with, and so that means I'm more likely to keep making them, and it gets me in the video making mood. Once again, I'm not a doctor, probably don't even need to say that for this video. This video is about what Franco Columbu told me when I went to see him. So, probably about 4 years or so ago, my left arm was very messed up. It was very horrible. I'm not going to get into that. But I went to go see him because I read that he's a chiropractor in LA. I didn't really care. I just wanted his personal advice because I figured well, I didn't figure. I knew he's been through some bad injuries himself and recovered from them. So I went to see him, and it was very nice that, like, I took my shirt off and he's examining me and, "Oh, very good muscles. Do you work out?" You would assume I work out, but I had also shrunken down because I hadn't been working out for a couple years. And of course, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I work out, but that was nice and flattering. If only he could have seen me a couple years before that when I was really in good shape. But the advice he gave me, and I still remember this one part of it, and once again, this always makes my shoulder look really small. But I'm resting my elbows, holding my phone up. So he told me, you gotta be doing exercises. So this doesn't apply 100% of the time, and it actually did not apply in my situation because I was too injured. But assuming you're not so insanely injured that you can't do anything, the goal is to get back to being able to do stuff. The goal is not to just not do anything. So you have to, okay, so you're here and you want to get here in terms of your activity. That means you got to work on it. The longer you do nothing, the longer you're not getting closer to here, assuming you don't have some insanely bad injury. Like in my situation, I was too injured. My problem was that I kept trying to exercise and do things to get my arm better, and it kept making it worse and worse. But assuming you have your normal injury and you've sat out a couple weeks, and it's not horrible, the longer you do nothing, the more it's going to degenerate and get weaker, and things are going to get worse. Typical injuries, after they've gone through the initial healing phase, you need to start working on getting the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons stronger again. His point was that you're trying to get back to being strong. You're not trying to get to being not using it. So you got to work on getting back to being strong. And that was actually kind of like surprising. Well, I didn't think about that because it didn't apply in my situation, but it's really good advice. Because say you do some squat, deadlifts, or something, you do something and you tweak your back. Oh, yeah, I can hardly bend over. I better go lay down. No, you better not go lay down. The goal isn't to be laying down for the rest of your life. The goal is to be going back and doing those squats or deadlifts or whatever. So after you, be active, walk around a little bit, bend over with no weight, squat down with no weight, do whatever. And then do a little bit of weight, a little bit more, a little bit, and work your way to getting back. The goal is not to be a permanent couch layer for the rest of your life. If that is the goal, then go lay on the couch, but that's not the goal most of the time. And if you really messed up your back, then you do need to lay down for a little while. I'm not saying not to. I'm saying if it's just like a tweaked thing. You always gotta be smart. There's no one size fits all. And as for the exercises he recommended me doing, and sorry, I'm not in the most presentable way right now. So this, actually no, not this one. Hold on 1 second. This one. And is from Franco. So what he told me was, and let's get a better video here. So what he told me to do was to put one side up in the door and do tricep extensions. And he also told me to put one part low and to like, kind of like face pulls, sort of. And then he also told me to sit on the edge of a bench, bend over, with the weights underneath my legs, so like weights down here, and you go. And he also, and this was not good for me, I gotta admit that, because I'm not gonna lie. He also told me to do wide grip pull downs, and those were not good for me. But yeah, that's what he told me when I went to go see him. And I was glad I went to see him. I didn't benefit a whole lot because I was too injured. But it was still nice to meet the legend. And I hope to go back to him. I was thinking I could get workout advice from him, but sadly he's not around anymore. But we should never forget his advice that after you get injured, the goal is to go back to being active. So it's counterproductive a lot of the time to be inactive. I hope you like this. Please like and subscribe. And give me ideas for more videos.